and this here may be tough to you. Snack cake to me, yeah, more hostess. This been overdue forever. Asked me when it was dropping, said never. Should've made you cut the feta, but I designed it Freemason Margiela.
What's goody, Shellitronnn here, the most woke, no joking. I'm back out again with a brand new video and won't bluff. I woke up today thinking, you know, there's no training camp today. The guys have an off day, a rest day, and they'll come back and patch tomorrow. I was thinking, you know, there won't be any news, so I'm not sure what the content's gonna be today. Well, I just not have a video for the Panthers today, but the Panthers, they're looking out for me. So there are two pretty big stories, or one big story and one, I guess, medium-sized story that came out today. This morning, really, from the Panthers, and the first one is huge. The first one may not be a big deal to some people, but to me, I'm the kind of person who likes a little bit of presentation. I like to see how teams and just people in general, organizations show themselves off and present themselves when they're in a market or in a place that it's not just the people who are already fans, people who are already in the know or in that bubble are seeing. So let's go on to PIP right now, man, and look at this article on the Panthers.com page, 2018 jersey schedule. Now we can just read through this. It shows what we're going to be doing for all 17 weeks. 16 games, 17 weeks. Make you remind me of a week 4 bye. And there's this little blurb that comes before the actual schedule talking about how the Panthers will open the regular season at home versus the Cowboys in their white jerseys. And then the next 6 games, or the first 6 games of the season, are all going to be in white jerseys. And you know that rule that just came out? How the NFL just allowed teams to wear their alternate jerseys for 3 games this year instead of the traditional just 1. I think it was just 1. But we're still only wearing our alt jerseys, our blue jerseys. That's the one that Christian McCaffrey's wearing right here. Only 1 game of the season. Little strange to me, very strange. I'm actually very confused as to why that is. I would think that teams would love the opportunity to wear their alt jerseys and especially go color rush, but we're never even though we're wearing the blue jerseys, we're never going color rush, which means you're never going to see the blue tops with the blue bottoms this year. It's not happening. Then there's a little part here where who wrote this article? This isn't written by I'm not sure who wrote this article. There's no author. But they also said that they have the option of picking what colored pants. So was the jersey color with the tops? Is that a mandate that got called down from Nike or the league? Like, was it? What are they? Is this a GM thing? Is this a David Tepper, Marty Herney? Is this a equipment manager thing? Because it sounds like they didn't have a choice in what jerseys they wanted to wear, what tops they wanted to wear, but they have the option of what color pants to go with going forward. I'm not sure what that means. So are we gonna mix and match? And I have a question about that as well. How often do you think that we use the white tops with the black pants, or the white tops with the blue pants? We don't do it very often at all. Usually when we have the white tops on, we have the white bottoms on, and it's a pretty vanilla look. So when we wear the blacks, are we gonna have all blackout games? I don't think we're gonna have a lot of blackout games. I just don't see us having a lot of blackout games. So it's probably gonna be the black tops with the white bottoms, unless we're gonna wear the black tops with the blue bottoms. But why would we wear the black tops with the blue bottoms if we weren't even ever going to use the blue bottoms for the alt jersey that we wear only once? And it just makes sense to me that we would say, you know what? Let's wear the blue bottoms with the black jerseys, even though we're never going to wear the blue bottoms with the blue jerseys. So to me, it's looking like maybe 1 blackout game, but if we go through the schedule real quick, just without looking at the teams, we have 9 games in white, 6 games in black, and 1 game in blue. How many of those 6 games in black do you think are going to be full blackout games? I'm thinking at most 2. I don't see us having 3 full blackout games and not 1 color rush game. That makes no sense. I just don't see it. And then for the 1 game in blue, I see us wearing the black pants for that game? Maybe, but I'll get into that right now. First game of the week, home opener versus the Dallas Cowboys. That's all the ingredients of a potential game of the week. And I think we'll get a lot of out-of-market views from this, because you know how there's Cowboys fans everywhere but Dallas. I think this is like the perfect game to show off our best-looking jerseys. I think we can all agree, I think most of us can agree, that our blue jerseys are the best ones. Unless we're talking about blackout, which I don't think we go blackout opening day. That'd be a crazy statement, but that'd be actually a wild statement. I didn't think about that. But yeah, I think that blue would work really well here. We don't have to go color rush, but I don't like going white on white for our first game of the season. Then we go white on white at Falcons, so let them wear their darks at home. You know how usually teams in most sports, they go whites at home and then darks away. We're letting the Falcons have their darks at home. We have the Giants week 5, we're wearing white. Redskins week 6, we're wearing white. Eagles, at Eagles, we're wearing white. Why can't we wear our darks versus the Eagles? That's another game. Pretty much any NFC East game is a game we should wear our blue. I'm sorry, we play the Redskins, the Giants, and the Cowboys. Maybe not the Giants, but at least the Eagles and the Cowboys, we should definitely be wearing blue. And especially when it's at Eagles, people are really going to be looking at this game. Assuming we do pretty well and the Eagles do pretty well, week 7 is going to be like a really good clash of the Titans for seeding in the NFC. And wearing white here, people know, it's something else I want to just go ahead and say. People who don't like the Panthers or just don't watch the Panthers very much, the one compliment I always hear from people who are just out of the know from the Panthers is, those jerseys are kind of fire. Everyone likes our jerseys. I think that both we and the Hornets have top 3, top 4 jerseys in our respective leagues. And it really does hurt to see that we don't ever use the blues when we go really vanilla with the whites this season. Anyway, we have the Ravens week 8 where we wear the blues. And this makes no sense to me. This is a game that should really shape up to be one of the weakest games as far as TV ratings go. Unless this is someone up top, whether it be Nike, whether it be my man David Tepper, whether it be Marty Herney, or just the most clever equipment manager of all time thinking to themselves, hold up, week 8 versus the Ravens. We gotta at least have a notion in our head that, you know, maybe Joe Flacco has a bad first 4 or 5 weeks and they throw Lamar Jackson out there. Maybe they give Joe Flacco till week 6, maybe week 7, and they understand, they realize Joe Flacco ain't it. We got to look toward our future, and they let Lamar Jackson play. Now we're talking. A Lamar Jackson versus Cam Newton matchup, that's going to be on every single sports news, sports radio, any kind of outlet is going to be, who's better, Lamar Jackson or Cam Newton? They did the same thing with Russell Wilson and Cam Newton. They did the same thing when it was Colin Kaepernick versus Russell Wilson. Everyone wants to know who is the best and the most transcendent mobile quarterback. And I think that this is the game that someone up top had to be thinking, Joe Flacco ain't going to be good enough for the first half of the season, right? He ain't going to make it through the first half of the season, is he? Let's wear our blue jerseys versus the Ravens, and maybe we can get a few ratings off that. That's my conspiracy theory. Maybe it's not true. That's the only reason I would ever think that we choose the Ravens of all teams to wear our blue jerseys. Because if it's Joe Flacco, it's going to be one of the weakest TV rating games. And I don't see why you would hide your alt jerseys in a game versus the Ravens if it's going to be Joe Flacco playing. So that's my thought. And don't keep in mind, that is hiding your blue jerseys. If you're only wearing the alts 1 week and it's versus a team that should give the weakest TV ratings, that is essentially hiding your blue jerseys. Week 9 versus the Bucks wearing black. That's cool. And I should just make a mention that when we have our 6 division games, where it's obviously the Falcons, the Saints, and the Buccaneers, there's 3 white and 3 black games, so we switch off between those. That makes sense to me, not wearing our blues versus them. It'd be cool to wear our blues versus them, but honestly, I'd be more down for it to be against NFC East teams, because those are where the ratings are really going to be, even though we all know that the divisional rivalries are going to be great for ratings as well. But we just know how the NFL and these TV networks love to push these NFC East games, no matter how good or bad the teams are. NFC East, their fans watch the games heavy, no matter what. So that's how the game goes. We have the Browns week 14 when wearing black. That's cool. The Browns could be really nice by week 14. That's another case of, will Tyrod last till week 14? Nope. This isn't a maybe for me. See, maybe Joe Flacco lasts till week 8. I don't know how strong the schedule is. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's been working hard. He could last till week 8 and we miss out by 1 week on Lamar Jackson. But Tyrod Taylor ain't going to last till week 14. Tell you that right now. I'll bet it up right now. Tyrod Taylor is not lasting until week 14. They're going to find out what they have in Baker Mayfield by week 14. So it's a really good time for us to wear our black jerseys. This is a good game for us to wear all black. Browns come to us. Baker Mayfield, Josh Gordon, Jarvis Landry. I mean, this is a star-studded cast. Where they have Dez as well. Some of the flashiest players in the game going head-to-head. That's an amazing game, I think. Week 10 versus the Steelers, we're wearing white. Week 11 at the Lions, we're wearing black. And then week 12 versus the Seahawks, we're wearing black. I like that we're wearing black versus the Seahawks. That's a really good game to wear black. Steelers, I would have liked to wear our blue there. I know, let my man David Tepper swag on him a little bit. Hey, I used to be part of you guys. We swag like with the blue, like, ah! Week 15 versus the Saints, we're wearing black. Week 16 versus the Falcons, we're wearing black. And then we end the season wearing white. That's all good. And then there's one more thing I want to talk about here before we end this video, and that's this little video right here. Panthers owner David Tepper walking along the middle of the field at BOA. Hold up. What you doing at B of A? Well, hey, Mr. Tepper, sir. Mr. Tepper, what's going on at B of A? And the Panthers tweeted, wonder what Tepper could be talking about at midfield, thinking face. I can guarantee you this right now. There's a lot of different like people talking about, oh, maybe this or maybe that, or is there like kind of a tongue-in-cheek type of, is there maybe some speculation about this? Guaranteed, hold me to this, I promise you. On whatever bit of reliability and accountability I have here on this channel, I guarantee you that midfield logo will be a Panther and not an NFL shield. Guarantee it. What are your thoughts on the schedule, on our jerseys, and about this midfield issue? Will it be a Panther? Will it be an NFL shield? Might it be David Tepper's face at midfield? That'd be kind of dope, actually. Either way, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And you already know to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Been told y'all I been the man. Been told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.